Hi, everyone. Mike White here. Welcome to this week's blog post. I want to introduce you to Lucy. Many of you have heard her in the background. I do my blog posts, and she's either sleeping under my desk at my feet, or she'll be in her bed next to my desk, or sometimes when I go to do these recordings, she's not in my office, and I close the office door to try to eliminate some of the background noise, and you'll hear her scratching trying to get in. People have let me know they heard her in the background either barking or scratching or doing whatever it is she's doing. And I just figured, well, I show everybody who Lucy is so that when you hear the noise in the background, you get to know where it's coming from. So this is Lucy, and everybody gets to finally see where the ruckus comes from. So with that in mind, let's get started into this week's vlog post. It's the first week in November, and it's time for the final push into 2022. The year's almost over, and it's really important to realize that there's a limited amount of time that we have to put our things together so that we can not only complete this year and accomplish the things that we wanted to accomplish, but certainly be able to be in a position to hit the ground running going into 2022. So I put together a simple checklist. There's only 5 things on it. It won't be hard for you to get written down and really take care of, unless there are huge holes and you haven't been doing these things all along, in which case now is a really good time to roll up your sleeves and get the work done. So the first thing on the list is getting your business plan completed for 2022. If you haven't done this now, if it's not complete or you haven't started, you really need to roll up your sleeves and carve out the time and get it all done, because getting your business plan done now so that you can hit the ground running on January 3rd of 2022 is something that you can't pass up, because there's a huge competitive advantage in having that business plan done, and so that you are executing from day one, as opposed to people that you're going to see in January and February doing business plans for 2022. What kind of competitive advantage do you have if you are 30, 60, 90 days ahead of your competition? The second thing is, for right now, take a quick look and make sure that you have completed all your continuing education classes. Now, I always suggest to my people to do this in February. Most of you follow that advice and get it done. Some of you haven't. But the point is really very simple. You need to check with your company, make sure that all your licensing requirements, your continuing ed requirements, whatever things you have to do are done and taken care of, because let's face it, you can't go to work if you don't have a license. The next thing to do is probably as important, if not more important than anything else on this list, and that's check your calendar. You know, how many days do you have left with your circumstances in your market, either based upon how your company works, based upon how appraisals are running, based upon weather that you may anticipate. But there's only a certain number of days left to take in a loan that's going to close this year. And you have to account for the fact that we're dealing with Thanksgiving coming up. We're dealing with the holidays. And while this year Christmas and New Year's fall on a Saturday, which means the 24th and the 31st will be on a Friday, and certainly will be open or will be available to close, it doesn't mean everybody's going to be open. Your company may not be open. Your title companies, your closing departments, or other people involved in getting these things done and getting closings, all the moving parts, doesn't necessarily mean those people are going to be available to you. So it's really important that you check your calendar and you schedule the things that you need to do. And that includes your own personal time. For those of you who are going on vacation, I have a lot of people who go on vacation Thanksgiving week. I've got a lot of people who go on vacation prior to Christmas and don't come back till the first of the year. All of those things are wonderful and they should be scheduled, but they are things that you need to prepare for so that your customers don't feel the pinch of you not being there. Your customers should never know that you're on vacation and you've taken time off, because your system should be such where it doesn't matter to them. So let's get working on those things, or at least become aware of, for those of you who haven't even thought about potentially taking vacation or time off or any of that other stuff around the holidays. What are you going to do with that time? And make decisions. Either you're going to take off or you're going to work or whatever, but don't wait till the last minute, because you're going to be disappointed of what your options are going to be the closer you get to that happening. Next on the list is your final targets. Now is a great time, because you've just done your business plan, to evaluate your circumstance, what's already closed, what's in the pipeline to close, who's out looking, what are the transactions available to you, and are any emotional milestones available to you? In other words, people have emotional attachments to certain numbers. Is it 100, 200, 300 closings for the year? Is that upon you? Is it, 20, 50, $100 million in production available to you? Is it, $200, $300, $400,000, $500,000, $1 million? What income number? What's there that you have an opportunity to reach or strive for? And it could be something as simple as many companies and organizations have, award platforms, or your commissions schedules are based upon reaching certain targets. Well, you've only got about 30, 35 days to put transactions together that are going to be able to close this year to get those things done. So you might as well get out in front of this and make sure that you're aware of it, because you don't want to miss these things by one or two transactions or a handful of dollars and feel disappointed that you didn't reach something that was within your grasp had you only known sooner. And last but not least is, remember that your referral partners, your realtors and others around you are dealing with the same calendar as you are, and they shouldn't wait until the last minute to pay attention to what they're going to do to navigate the last few days of 2021. So don't let the year run out on you. Don't let yourself run out of year. We need to accomplish all the things that we want to accomplish and that are within our reach to get taken care of. Because not only do we have to complete 2021, but we have to use this as a launching point to pave our way into 2022. As always, we're here to help. Questions, comments, Mike, imtcoaching.com. We'll talk to you again next week. Take care.